where does the fear come from? Is there any fear that you still have on a daily basis, whether it's business or feeling seen and heard or making you feel belong in some form or another? Tell me a little bit about those battles, any demons that might come up for you.
Yeah, I think right now not really,
Oh, lovely.
but before, yes. Yeah, there was many stages. There was fear of like imposter syndrome, what people will think about this and what people will say about it. And yeah, when you throw yourself out there, and internet is brutal, internet is brutal.
For sure.
But I think I learned how to manage that and not get attached to it. And yeah, usually when someone criticizes, problem is on their side, not in your side.
Of course.
So yeah, I just learned how to manage that.
Yeah, anger usually is anger aimed at themselves, more deep down.
Yeah, I learned with my mistakes. You're always learning. So I think there was many lessons, and there was many days that I was super upset and super sad. But the mindset, if you have the mindset, you can overcome that. If you know that you have the lows, and there will be the highs after the lows. It's always like that. So
how do you practice having a healthy mindset? Is there something that you deliberately do? Is that a deliberate, conscious process, or you just grow older and wiser?
Yeah, I think it just with the time. I think it's with the mistakes and with the feelings you get when something goes wrong. You just absorb that and try to react differently the next time. And yeah, knowing that things are always changing for good or for bad. So yeah, it's evolving. You have to move on. You cannot keep on thinking about something that was bad yesterday. You have to move. And
well, as a solopreneur, as a person that earns one's own money for his own livelihood, you can't afford that luxury, right? You have to always keep moving. You have to always learn from previous mistakes. And this kind of my question about fear is fear of the next job, or when's my next paycheck coming, or every creative who does it for business knows that you might get 4 or 5 things or jobs or projects that fall away, that don't work out, and then doubts start coming into your mind, right? Oh, is the sixth one actually going to work out, or why did this keep happening to me? And knowing that that's potentially just part of the process. But my question about fear is more fear of the unknown, I guess. What's coming next, and how do I prepare for what's coming next?
Yeah, I understand your question. And if we have done the podcast 1 year ago, I'll have so much more fear than it is now. Yeah.
What's changed?
Yeah, I think I got more confident in the work I put out and what comes after I put that work out. Also, I think I've got more work this year, which gave me more confidence. But yeah, it's always a cycle, There's this cycle when you get a lot of work, and then there's the cycle when you get less. And I think when I get less work is when I improve more on myself, on my art and my craft. And I'm always looking for that times, because that's when I have time to make something new or think about something. And then the cycle starts again. I post something, and then the clients come again. And I think it's always evolving this way and growing a little bit at a time.
So what's your process now? You talked about when you first started, you're paying for your own travel, paying for your own projects just to get content. Now that's someone else paying you to get that. How is your photographic, filmmaking, artistic process changed since then, or hasn't it? You just become better?
It's tough to say, because there is also a line between the art part and the commercial part. So I think on the beginning, I was more on the art part. I was more interested in the pure form of art, and I was purely creating for myself. Even though I knew these business things, I was more into the art because that was kind of giving you visibility as an artist. Like if someone if I will go on Instagram or other platform, I would find someone that has something I never seen before. I'll immediately follow that person and be super interested. So I at the beginning I was always trying to make something different, you know. So I would like maybe go to a place and try to shoot it differently. Try to make it look like a landscape photo, but also like with a bit of artsy. And I really like minimal, but minimal doesn't work too much for commercial work, because if a tourist board wants to hire you, they want to show the whole thing.
I was going to say, it depends on what the company and what brand or agency you're working for, right? If it's a tourism agency, yeah, maybe not, but other brands might like that kind of thing.